I'm gonna turn this Lexus into a 700 horsepower beast without any real training. But first, we need to drop this battery into the trunk before we even think about any power mods. So it's getting kind of hot out here, so let's get started. Greener than goose.
Okay, one thing I didn't mention is that we're gonna fix the hood prop also, so I don't almost lose my face like I did last time. And cleanliness is next to godliness, so we are going to be cleaning out the car first because clutter space equal clutter mind. And if I'm being honest, we can't really spare a single brain cell, so. Okay, let's go over the kit. We have our chunky ass positive cable. We got our lugs, we got a ground cable, a tray, a couple connectors. Pretty standard stuff.
We could have done better than this for $100, but.
And this deer in the headlight look usually means we're nervous.
Before that, I wanted to show you my new work shirt. Check it. And that is, so every work shirt is going to be assigned to a build. This one is for this build. This is the IS300 work shirt. When we're done with the build, they're going to get framed and hung around the shop like an MTV Cribs. They're going to be milestones of our progress. Can't wait.
Okay, we delayed long enough talking about shirts. We have to start the work now. The plan is to pop through this grommet and land on this block, running under the trim and through a hole under the dash, continuing down and through a hole into the trunk. The cable pops through the backing here, landing on the breaker that gets mounted somewhere around here, and finally onto the battery. Okay, we're going in. I want to show you guys where we need to send our cable. It's that rubber grommet top right. Do you see it? Do you see it?
I don't see it, but I see it.
So we have to make our cut in the grommet so we can get our hanger through and fish our wire, but maybe try not to look cool while we're doing this. Boom. Now we're just going to, now we just gotta make our connector and terminate. Burn.
They grow up so fast. Look at us popping off B column panels. If only my mom could see her baby. This is the easy part. We just need to shimmy this cable to the back like we spoke about before. No rocket science taking place.
Okay, going as far as we can. It's time for the rear seats to come out. We're almost home free. I know it doesn't look like it, but what the f***. That did buy us just the space we needed to snake our wire a little bit more because we can actually feed it right behind the seat up this, and then the hole is right here. Let me go ahead and clean this up so under the seats are nice and.
This takes me back to my days as a security technician. Sometimes I'd need to make connectors to fix a cable for a security door or a camera, so I'll get these knocked out super fast, no problem. I'm sorry. I just got finished talking about how good I am at this cable thing, and these cables look like absolute garbage. Look at this. Yeah, just pay no attention that my heat shrink is not even the right size. This is going just like an IS300 owner would do it. You'll get what I mean in a few minutes. I mean, there's this obnoxious terminal block. Look at that. Why is it so big? Why? It didn't look that big on Amazon, I swear. Anyway, we're putting the wire loom over it. Look how much better it looks with the wire loom. It makes us look like a pro. When we pull the engine, we're gonna run like nice clean home runs to a new terminal block, I promise. Yeah, look, it's secure. What's going on?
Just to the trunk and we are finished. Major progress. Everything's all buttoned up. Everything's all tucked, the wire. Can't see anything. We got the rear seats back in. We are ready to go. Next thing we gotta do is mount our breaker, our good old safety device. 200 amps. So this is just to make sure, you know, any water gets in there and shorts out the connection, that there's no fire. This will just cut the power to the battery and save the car. So, boom. So good.
Okay, before we truly go to the trunk, we just need to fix the hood prop latch so we don't lose our face. What is that? What, how is that a fix? Little zip, little yank, little snap, little zip. Am I describing a repair sew? Oh my God.
Thank you guys for watching so far. We are taking a little bit of a break from the work. We're all done under the hood. We're now moving back to the trunk, but I just had to do a little pause for a little bit of a rant here. I feel like the original Family Feud host that was kissing everybody's wives. Anyway, we're taking a break from the work to go ahead and do a little rant on the 2JZ here. We're not gonna lie, it's more about the chassis. This chassis in Japan has a really sweet little racing history, but in this country, not so much. Your Honor, I submit the evidence to the court. It's mainly known as the guys who own this say they have the super engine. And when they hear that, this is what they think of. And that does lead us to our rant because I am one of those people, full disclosure. Now don't get me wrong, there are a bunch of really clean builds on the IS300 and that's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have an amazing build on this thing. We're not gonna clap this thing out. But this is the super engine. I think I'm gonna be able to convince some people or at least bring them back to neutrality and kind of agree with me. So we're gonna try to do this in 90 seconds. Put the timer on the clock. The 2JZ is a 3-liter straight 6-cylinder engine. Every variation came with the same displacement, so there's no this one's bigger than that. One conversation to be had about talking about power. The only 2 variations that we saw here in the good old USA came in turbo and non-toybo, what's called naturally aspirated. Both of those engines came with substantial connecting rods, which made the bottom end just inherently able to handle excess amounts of power and boost. I'll put a picture up and circle what I mean. One is clearly chunkier than the other. Just pay attention though, because this is where it starts to separate. Sales of the Super started to decline here in Bald Eagle country, so we saw the last ones come in around 1998 or so, I think. But Japan said, what do you think? You think we don't do this shit? This train don't stop? A new variation of the 2J became available for the Super in Japan, featuring VVTI, that's variable valve timing. It's not important for this topic. After the Supra stopped being imported to the US, we also saw these variable valve timing 2Js coming into the cars like the IS300 and the GS300. This is where you start to see differences in connecting rods I showed you earlier. All the 2Js that came after the Supra in the USA all came with the weaker bottom end connecting rods, but the block was still the same. The exact same cast iron block that came with every turbo 2JZ that came before it. So it's more lore than anything. Because if we're being honest, the V160 manual transmission that came with the turbo 2J is cooler than all of this. Guys, what are we doing? Connecting rods? I hope this kind of explained it, but I only had 90 seconds. It's much more nuanced than this. Beautiful connector. We love that. That's what we want. All right. A little closer. One step closer.
I think we're going to full send and just connect the battery and see what happens, because we want to drive the car again and we're running into tool limitations.
Don't ever use the head of the screw as your drill bit. This is wrong. Don't do this.
All right, put the battery in. Hey, listen, we're not shooting a commercial, but all I'm saying is if we were...
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
All right, it's gut check time. Connect these leads. Let's see what happens.
We're gonna see if this starts now. Gut check time.
Ow. Modifying car is fun. Okay. You're in a car now. Woo! What a day. So, we are all done. Batteries in the trunk. First step to 700 horsepower. That's right. You bitch. She's excited. I'm gonna clean up this mess. Sorry, I'm not a looker. Please like, comment, and subscribe on our journey to learn to become a mechanic, to offer $1 cars to you fine folks. My way of learning a car. Jack.